are new to the channel, remember subscribe and like at the bottom. Click the bell button, which lets you notifies you when I upload new videos. And follow me on Instagram, which is AJ Focus. All links and that are down below in the description, guys. So click on the description down below, and there's loads of links down there. Click on the links that you are interested in. We've got merchandise, Ford Performance merchandise, clothing, all that on Teespring. Link down below. If you want to support the channel and make more videos like this possible, click on patreon.com/AJFocus to support the channel. And yeah, anyway, we're just going to get straight into it because they're here. So here we have just arrived a caliper rebuild kit. New seals, some grease, comes with some new inserts as well. I'll do them last. A new nipple, as you know, I was struggling to get another one off the other day. And a new inner seal as well. That's what's in that one as well. So yeah, we've got two of those, and this is a new piston. Nice and new and shiny. Lovely. So this is going to go inside caliper, which is on the floor. There we are. Also, very quickly, if you can hear something like air blowing in the background, don't worry about it. It's just my heater I have on in here. It's absolutely freezing. It's like minus 1.5 in the shed, or 2, freezing down here. So now the heater's on, it's warming up. So obviously this piston will go inside there, and it's all greased up and stuff. As you can see the other day, I cleaned all that out inside. I will give it another wipe. Alright, so before I do that, I just need to grab something else. Okay, I've got it. So this is the old piston. I just want to compare the old and new. Make sure they're the right height, got the right sort of lip. There's obviously a different sort of design compared to the standard OEM one. But yeah, this is meant for an ST170. Yeah. Perfect size. Alright, so that's the old one. Nasty. Alright, okay, so I'll just give it another quick wipe out. Right, next thing you're going to want to do now is get your new inner seal. That's going to go in the little lip that's inside here. It'll just sit inside that. There we go, there's a new seal in there. Make sure it is sat in the ridge properly and that there's no lip or anything buckled on the actual seal itself, because that's what creates the seal and the brake fluid from escaping inside there. First of all, when I was putting it in, I was like, oh, it's oversized, but they do that. It does sit in the ridge, so it sits in there nicely. So now you want to do is get some grease. It does come with a little bit of a sachet in here. And get a little bit of this grease. Just put a little bit on the seal there. So I always get a little bit. Like that. Always put it on the outside of the seal. I never put it on the inside of the rubber, because I want it to be in there nice and tight. So I always put a bit of grease on the outside like that. before I get any further in the video today, I'd like to say thank you to Castro Oils for sending me out the Castro Oil brake fluid for my brake ST170 build. I'm using their Castro Oil .4 for the Fiesta, and yeah, this is like just sort of like some sort of high performance brake fluid, which is it just lasts a little bit longer as well, so it maintains braking efficiency for longer. So yeah, thank you very much for Castro for sending me out 2 bottles of 1 litres for this build. So yeah, they came the other day with the Hell brake lines as well. So yeah, I'm going to get a little bit of brake fluid on my finger now and wipe it around the seal, sorry, the piston, and then around inside there, so then when the piston goes in, it will be nice and easy to get in. Okay, so now what you want to do, you want to get your new rubber seal, and you're going to put this over. It should just go on over easily. Might be a bit tight, don't forget, because it is a new rubber. So then it can sit in the ridge. So on the piston there's a ridge and a little lip. You might be able to see in the corner up there for this to sit in. So might be a bit, might have to do it a few times, like I said, it is because it's a bit tricky, but hang on. Okay, so I use a little bit of grease on here as well, just to help me slide it on over, and just pulled it back a little bit so I can see that it's sat in the ridge all the way around, as you can see. So yeah, that's okay. So now my hand's covered in grease now. Yeah, what you want to do now is get a little bit of I'll use a little bit of brake fluid, just get a little bit on your finger like that, just a little bit on your finger, as you can see, and I'll just coat and then get your piston. Do it in there. Always put a little bit on the ridge here as well, just so when it slides on over that ridge. Just get a little bit more if you need a little bit more. Yeah, put enough on, it's alright. Okay, like that, you see. So now, what you do, get your brake fluid out of the way. I don't want to knock that over because that would be pretty bad. Now what you want to do is get your piston and then put it on in. It should just go right in. We hope. Going very, very slowly. Right, yeah, you want to try and get that all the way in, and when I got that in, I will show you what to do with this lip and how it goes on over. Hang on. Okay guys, that piston was a little bit difficult to get in, but I managed to get it in the end. I used a compressor, that brake caliper compressor tool, whatever you want to call them, and then it got halfway and I was like, still not enough, so I put it in the vice that's behind me, and I managed to get in the rest of the way. Now you want to try and get this little, there's a metal retaining clip inside there. I'm going to try and get that over the ridge with something, but just don't, just be careful not to pierce the boot, because that would be bad. There's this bit up here you've got to try and get it over. Yeah. You can get it halfway with your fingers, and you can feel when it clips in. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to be a little bit difficult to do it on filming. But you get the rough idea. I'll show you when I'm done in a minute. Alright, you know where it's got to go like that, see? You haven't done this before. Alright, so I'll do that in a minute. Okay guys, I got that on for what I think it's on anyway. It's very hard to tell. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap, but I can't get it any closer to that. What I'll do is when it does go on the car, I will put the brake lines on first, pump some fluid into it, and try and push up the piston halfway. If it starts unwrapping itself, then what I'll do, I'll try and put it on again. But yeah, it looks like it's going to stay there. It's on the lip. I used a plastic tool removal tool as well to get around under the tight areas, because I don't really want to poke in it with a screwdriver. So yeah, that's should be alright. Like I said, just when you put them on the car, just keep an eye on them. Now in this kit there is a new nipple, bleed valve, whatever you want to call it, to go on. So this gives you a new one of these. Problem is I can't get this one off at the moment because it's seized in there, and I tried getting it off the other day and you can see I'm starting to round it off a bit, so I need to go to Halfords or someplace and get a proper tool to crack these off. I managed to get the other one off on the other caliper, but I'm not going to put these on just yet, and I'm also not going to put on the new inner seal boots. There it goes, in those holes there. These go in here, they go in that way, all the way through, like that. I'm not going to do that yet either, because I'm going to paint the brake calipers in silver. I'm going for just a silver for now. Yeah, I'll just go generic metallic-y silver. So I'm not going to put any of that stuff on just yet, not till they're painted and then they're ready to go on. And yeah, what I'm going to do now is get on to the other brake caliper and do that one. But hey, that wasn't too bad, was it? Here we go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put on a time loop, and then you can watch me fiddle around with the other one. Alright then guys, so I managed to get that one in after, God knows, 40 minutes, man, trying to get that in, and kept going in at an angle. I don't know why it wasn't going in the straight, but then managed to get in the straight. The only problem is I'm finding now is this bloody boot does not want to stay on that bit there. I have no idea why. Every time I get it to go on, it slides off. There's like no ridge there at all. You can see, there's nothing there for the grip, which isn't good. You don't want no grit going in there. The whole point of this boot being there. Fucking annoying, to be honest. But anyway, I'll fuck around with that another day. There we go, stop it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this little episode of the brakes, getting tear down, rebuilt, and yeah, stay tuned, because now we're going to move on to, well, I'm not going to film it, but I will paint them. Then we'll move on to getting them installed on the car very, very soon. Keep an eye out though. Remember, like, subscribe, and click that bell notification button so then you get notified on when I'm doing this. Next install will be the brakes, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. And yeah, right then guys, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks again for Castrol for sending me out the brake fluid, and the ST170 calipers are rebuilt. Apart from that one, I need a little bit more of a fiddle, and the other one is down there. There it is. Yep. So there we go guys, thanks very much for watching. Take it easy.